Top of the morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you here. Happy Friday. It kind of looks like I'm filming a hostage video right now, but I'm not. I'm in a different location. I don't have my usual mic or my camera set up, and I had no intentions of filming a video today. But I've been playing around on Nostr a little more, and I released a video a couple days ago helping people get started on Nostr. And so I wanted to do a follow-up video today explaining a few other things that I think I might have missed out on the first part of this and correct something that I did wrong. And I probably should have said this in the first episode as a disclaimer, but I'm very new to Nostr. And the reason I put out that video is just to help people get off of zero. So myself personally, I'm not very technical in terms of understanding all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes on these apps. So I think that having somebody like that explain it to you in a easy way to understand, I think is beneficial to people. So that's why I wanted to talk through Nostr, but I did miss something there. So I'm just filming a follow-up video today to correct that and explain a few other things that I think I missed in the first video. So in the original video, I directed people to download an application called Damus. So Damus is an app that's built on Nostr's protocol. As mentioned, Nostr is an open source protocol that anybody can use that code and build their own application on top of Nostr. And Damus is one of those applications, and I think it's the most well used because it is pretty user friendly. Some of the other applications are a lot more challenging and just difficult to navigate. Whereas Damus, it almost feels like you're setting up a Twitter account or something like that, because they automatically generate your public key and your private key. And the difference there, think of your public key as like your username. Think of your private key as like your password. But the difference is that using your public key, anybody can find you on any application built on Nostr. So it's not specific to Damus. If somebody wanted to use what's the other one? Astral.ninja, they could search your private key, or your public key, sorry, and find you that way. And so that's how you find people on Nostr or Damus, is using their public key. And a lot of people like Jack on Twitter, they have their Nostr public key in their bio. So all you would do there is go and copy and paste that, and that's how you'd be able to find Jack on Nostr. They don't use usernames on Nostr. You can kind of use whatever you want. They're not specific to you, but your public key is. So your public key is how people will find you and how you find other people within Nostr on the different applications built on Nostr. And so if you compare that to your private key, think of that as your password. So if you logged into, if you set up a Damus account and they give you a private key, you can take that private key and you can use that on any application that's built on Damus. So if I take my private key from Damus, I copy and paste it into Astral.ninja, I would also be able to access that application using my private key, which is kind of cool. Because if you think of like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, you need different usernames, you need different passwords for all those. Whereas with Nostr, you have the same public key and same private key, and it gives you access to every different application built on top of Nostr. So that is the public key part that I wanted to talk about. And what else? The second one is the Lightning address that I messed up. So I told people to download the wallet of Satoshi, which hasn't changed. I think that's the easiest one that I've found to connect from the wallet to Nostr. So if you've downloaded the wallet of Satoshi, I'm going to walk through two different things here. So on your profile within Damus, if you go to the top, it says, sorry, I probably should do a better job of like having these visual for people, but I just want to get these out here as quick as possible. So if you go to the profile at the top, you can see, oh, this camera's not very good, but at the top it says there's three dots, there's a chat button, and then there's an edit button. So if you click the edit, that's how you change your profile picture, your banner image. And in the first episode, I talked about how to copy links from nostr.build and paste it into here, and that's how you get your profile set up. So nostr.build is a website That's where you can go and upload a picture. It provides a link and you copy it and paste it into Damus, and that's how you get a profile picture. But also within that, if you scroll down further, it says Bitcoin Lightning Tips. And so it also has an area where you can paste a link in there. And so what you're going to do is you're going to go to the wallet of Satoshi. And at the top, if you click receive from the main screen, you click receive, at the top, you see 3 options that you can toggle between: Lightning, Bitcoin, and Lightning address. So for your profile, in order to connect your wallet for people to give you sats, if they like your profile, if they like a post, they can go to your profile, click the lightning bolt, and send you Satoshis, whatever amount they want. So what you're going to do here is toggle over to the far right side where it says Lightning address. And it says like an email address, but for Bitcoin. So it provides you with your own Lightning address there, which mine is Wiggly Cupcake 05 at wallet of Satoshi. I think they just give goofy names. I went on Nostr and asked if there's any way to change this, and people didn't really give an answer. They just said that they have silly emails or Lightning addresses that you can use, but you don't need that. All you need to do is copy at the bottom there. It says tap QR code to copy, or you can just click that. It starts with LNURL and just copy that. And then go back into your Damus application, and that's where you would paste that into your Bitcoin Lightning tips. So it's important that you use the Lightning address there instead of just the Lightning. That's what I was doing wrong. I was using the Lightning for both the invoices and in the tips section. So that's how you add it to your profile. And then if you want to do an invoice on Damus, I'm going to do one here. So you toggle back to the far left side where it just says Lightning. And then you can enter an amount there. I'm going to put 88 sats. You click done. And then same thing as the Lightning address, all you do is just copy that. So underneath the QR code, it says tap QR code to copy, or you can click right below that. It starts with LNBC. And so you copy that, and then you go back into Damus. And this is where you can post it. So you can post an invoice on there. And so all you do is click the post, you add a post, and then you just paste it on. Man, that's how you do it. You just use a blank white screen. That's what it should look like. You can't see it, but all I've done here is paste the Lightning, copied it, and pasted it into Damus. Pretty simple. And then on your feed, it'll have an invoice and people can pay that on there if you want. You usually have some sort of context in terms of why people would want to pay the invoice, whether you're selling something or whether you want somebody to pay for your coffee, whatever that is. You put that at the top and then you paste your Lightning address underneath there. So that's the main differentiator there, is that for your profile, you want to use the Lightning address on the far right side. You toggle to that. And if you want to set up an invoice as a post, you just use the Lightning feature for that. And then it will automatically post an invoice on your feed and people can pay that if they want to. So that's it. This was a quick video and it was just kind of a follow-up because I did make an error on my original video. So I apologize for that. I am just learning everything as I go here and hoping to provide some accurate information on the YouTube channel here to help you get started. Because as mentioned in the first episode, this is a fully decentralized app, and with decentralization comes more challenges. Not everything's available for you. It's not really mainstream yet, so there's not a ton of resources available to learn this stuff. So as I learn, I'm going to be checking back on the YouTube channel and passing that information on to you. And that's it. I hope you have a great Friday and a great weekend, and you've been trying out Nostr. And maybe I'll put my my public key in the description below if I remember. But yeah, if you want to follow me on there, it's a pretty good community. As I said, it's a lot less mind-numbing. There's a lot less politics on there, and it's so far, maybe it's just because it's a smaller community right now, but it seems like a very helpful community, and it goes along with the value for value part of this whole thing. And an example of that is when somebody wanted to send me some sats this morning, and they sent me a post or a message saying, you don't have your lightning tips set up. And I thought I did, because I posted a video. I thought I was doing everything right. But then I didn't. So then I started a post saying, like, how do I do this? How do I connect my lightning tip feature into my wallet of Satoshi? And so one of the people on Nostr gave me a breakdown of how to do it. I set it up, and then I sent him or her sats in return, value for value. They helped me, so I paid them for it. And there's nobody in between that can stop that. There's nobody else making money off of that. And I think that that's why the value for value method is going to succeed in the long term. And as I said, we're at the very early stages of this, but the better you can position yourself, the more you can accumulate in the early days, the better off you're going to be into the future. So once again, I appreciate you very much for watching. I have a QR code at the end of every video here. If you want to send 1 sat, 5 sats, 10 sats, whatever it is, if you're getting value from any of these videos, let's get the value for value method into practice here. So have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.